Happy New Week. Thank you for joining us on Nigeria Now. And today I have Lois Turaki with me.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Week to you too.
Yes, New Week. Trusting God that as we start well, we will end well. And there's nothing wrong for you being positive every day. That's the key, because you are who you are based on your mindset.
Definitely.
So just be positive about everything in life. And you can do well to join us on our social media handle. We are live, so you can drop your comment on what we're going to be discussing today. And
We want to applaud the Nigerian military force for the job they've done, for the troops of 199 special forces, 222 battalions were able to shoot down over 200 Boko Haram members, and we know this is one of the things we've been calling upon. We've been calling them upon to tackle the issue of insecurity in the country and the issue of banditry, the Boko Harams and the kidnapping and all of those insecurity issues we have in the country, and we're seeing progress. And we talked about them being up and about their duties in order to curb this issue of insecurity because of the coming election, and even as we live in Nigeria continuously, even after the election, we should still have peace in the country.
you should still have our country intact.
Intact, yes, as we used to have it.
Yes.
So it's a good thing. I applaud them for that step they've taken and what they have done.
Yes, and then the IGP, was responding to the U.S. government that 2023 election is not being threatened by any insecurity. And then looking at what the military are doing, we say kudos to them, just like you said. And then we expect to see more. And then when the police are saying there's no threat, and we hope so, because yes, we know the challenges we are having. Sometimes it's the room that you create that makes people to begin to feel whether the 2023 election is being threatened. And you can hear even some people are crying foul play that come 2023 there are places, in the Northwest that probably elections may not hold due to the persistent nature of the insecurity around that place. And then the IGP is coming to say no. So I believe the security agencies are on top of the situation. And then, like you said, we always call on the necessary agency who are saddled with the responsibility to tackle insecurity, the entire security architecture of this country, to be up and about, to be deliberate, to be committed, to really fighting this menace. Because, like you said, when you find out that people are living in fear, people are not living in their homes, like whatever you are doing, you are not that free. And then you tell yourself, if someone is in that condition, how do you think that person will say, okay, come 2023 election, I'm coming out to vote? You are not even sure. You are not even sure that you will even reach that day based on your present predicament. So these are some of the things. So we have to build the confidence of the citizen. By so doing, we'll win the respect of the foreigners, by saying, yes, we are ready to make things right. We are ready to fight. And I always ask, I say, how many are these people? How many are them? When you talk about our police formation, you talk about the military, the Navy, the Air Force, and then some few miscreants will just come and then make your operations look as if you're not professionally trained. And this people that I call, they are people that are being trained with taxpayers' money. Yes. Because whatever they spend on them, whether they are allowance, whether they are training, name it, it's taxpayers' money. So we expected those that have been paying the tax should be protected, and you should show them that yes, their money is not being spent unnecessary.
It's really important, and just like I said, I applaud them for this. And this is not even enough, because we have a lot of them out there. Imagine if the security agencies are doing this like every other day. I think by now we will not even be talking insecurity anymore. So it's because sometimes the laxity in taking these operations and all of that. So we just hope that more will be done to be able to tackle this issue of insurgency. Because if you look at it, some polling units are not even there. Like, some people will not even be able to access their polling units because of the issue of insecurity. So when people say they see elections not happening in those places, they know what they are saying. So if these things are not being taken care of, definitely what they are saying will definitely come to pass. And that is not what we are hoping for. We expect that 2023, every other person that is eligible to cast a vote should be able to do that without any form of interference from Boko Haram or bandits or whatever they call themselves. So we're just hoping that these things will be done the way it should and the way that we want it to be. Even, like I said, even after the elections, we should still have our country intact.
Yes,
So,
but based on what is going on, I believe Nigerians will still love our country, and we are doing all our best. If not, I bet you by now we will not be talking Nigeria based on issues, but still people are really working hard. You know, people are really praying so that this country will remain one. But I think the main point is that we have to do the right thing, from the followers to the leaders.
Definitely. We still have other burning issues. We have the issue of fuel subsidy that it's really becoming something that Nigerians need to be on top of it and all of that, because earlier this year, fuel subsidy was supposed to be removed, but based on the calculations and all the analysis the experts have done on having people Nigerians will be more in poverty when it is removed. The hardship will even increase than what it is right now. It was shifted to next year. And then still on that, it's not like something has really been set in place. That even when the subsidy by next year is being removed, people will not even face the hardship that we are trying to. Because, okay, they see that it's a political season, they don't want to disrupt some of their things and all of that, so they will leave it June. They said, according to reports, that they will remove it by petrol will cost 462 naira per litre. That's according to NNPC. And we know what that means to Nigeria. Right now, petrol is over 200 per litre. Some places are selling 200 and just around that amount. And still, we're still having a lot of issues of people still living below the $1 rate, right? And then if subsidy is being removed, it will be 462 naira per litre. So I just wonder how that will plunge more Nigerians into poverty 2023, or whenever they think they want to remove it. Because people have been talking about, why not repair the refineries that we have, fix them, and then refine this crude oil. Then we get to import it, instead of importing it and then we have to buy it from the people that are refining this product to Nigeria. But then we don't really see this thing happening, like the refineries being put in place for production to start happening. Even the Dangote refinery that has been bragged about and all of that, I don't really even see that happening right now, because we're still talking removal of fuel subsidy.
You know, this issue of fuel subsidy has lingered for long, and then it's a thing of concern. You know, every every regime normally comes with her own propaganda when you talk about issue of fuel subsidy. I remember during Goodluck Jonathan, they used that to stage a nationwide rally protest. That the government of then are using fuel subsidy to finance their personal, that a lot of corruption is going in there. And one of the cardinal point is that they said once they enter, because they painted the picture in such a way that Nigerians believe them, that yes, there's so much corruption in that particular sector. And then they told Nigerians that once they are in, they will make sure that they deregulate the sector, so that there will be competition, so that marketers will now, based on competition, will now regulate the pump price. Because where there is competition, that's when you see people either dropping their prices simply so that they will get customers. And we felt, yes, it is a good presentation. And we feel, yes, once we try, because the money being spent there, it's something that when you put into infrastructure, something meaningful you will see something tangible on ground, that yes, this country is really ready to work. Because you can imagine a proposal of 6 trillion, of fuel subsidy annually. And if you look at that with our budget, last year we were talking 16 trillion. Once you take 6 trillion is not a small amount. 6 trillion out of it. Where is it going? And then based on the report, NNPC are saying 60 million liters per day. That's what Nigerians are consuming. And up to now, people are still arguing that. 60 million, how? Let's do the scientific calculation. How many people own cars in Nigeria? And how often do you buy fuel? These are some of the questions, that they don't want to answer. 60 million. And based on their report, they are releasing 98 million liters per day. And you remember during the interaction with the committee of House of Reps, let me just quickly read this. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service, Ahmed Ali, on Tuesday, he faulted the over 6 trillion alleged being paid for fuel subsidy premium motor spirit, in 2022 fiscal year in Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited. That's what they said they are paying annually. And then you said we are consuming 60 liters. And then he said in their report, you say you are releasing 98. Why 98? Why you know exactly what you are consuming per day? Where is the excess? Because the issue is like, the reason why Nigeria is losing is because people smoke petrol. If you say 60 liters and you are release 60 million liters and you are releasing 98, where is the 38 going? That means you know where it's going.
That's why they say Nigeria is losing 14 trillion naira to crude oil theft yearly. And then NNPC has heightened surveillance because of this issue you just brought up right now, that they say they are releasing 68 million liters. Meanwhile, the total amount is up to 98 or so, and where is the remaining 38 going? It's because of oil theft. Some people are smuggling it, definitely, because we can't be having such an amount and then it's you give us a certain amount that this is what Nigerians are consuming, and at the end of the day that is not even it. So we have seen that that was why the issue of Tompolo came to play, because of the high theft of crude oil in Nigeria. Because when you talk of releasing such an amount and then part of it is being taken away by some other part of some people, and then the NNPC have they've blamed some particular set of individuals that are doing this theft. They said even the religious bodies are amongst. From a report I saw, they said oils are being hidden in churches and mosques. You know, they are blaming religious leaders for oil theft. They are blaming the government, some government officials and even individuals, you know. And then when you look at all these things, now they have to give Tompolo this deal to secure the pipelines and all of that. And this is millions of naira going out just for surveillance. And then when you look at all these things, we look at the issue of subsidy removal, we look at the issue of borrowing in the country, and experts have told Nigeria to stop, the federal government to stop borrowing, because it's going to be detrimental to the country come the next how many years. So the issue, when you look at all these things that are being removed, the issues of money that have been taken from federal reserves and all of that, and then you come the issue of borrowing. We look at all these monies that are supposed to be used for one thing or the other. We still look at the issue of ASU. You know, when you look at a huge amount of money that individuals are taking instead of being used for national interest, where some people are taking it for their personal use. And at the end of the day, you wonder what is actually happening. And then, but based on what they say is, Tompolo is up on the issue, the deal that he has signed with the federal government about the surveillance and all of that. He has put some things in place. According to reports, they are trying to see how this oil theft will be reduced, and so that probably the issue of the subsidy, maybe it might not be removed later, because if they are able to secure some of these things that are the smuggling, I think more of
this issue of oil theft. I always say this: if you know oil is the major source of your revenue, what are you supposed to do as a responsible government? Then your mind should go there first. What is the problem? How is the architecture of that particular sector? How has it been? How the previous government, you ask yourself, how have they been operating? The laws backing the establishment, is it obtainable with the current situation today, or it needs amendment? These are things that you check. Who are the people leading the place? Are they doing well, or is business as usual? These are some of the questions that we'll ask. Okay, if you find out what is really the problem, then you should act. You should be deliberate on that. If it means removing people from there, you do that. If it means going back to the National Assembly and say this is the reality on ground, can we amend this so that we'll cut up this? Because if you look at it, it's just the issue of business as usual. Now you are telling us the leadership is saying this is what they are spending. This is what they are. We are not even talking about the importation, because they are the ones that only have the right to import even the fuel. That is NNPC. Okay, when you say you are importing so liters, how true it is from the import? Now we are not even talking importation. Now we are talking distribution. What they are releasing per day. You are saying 60 liters, 60 million liters, right? And then you are releasing 98. How? And if I take fuel today, full tank, do you expect me to still come back tomorrow and still take the same? This is the question that people are asking. At least if today you release 60 million liters, you are not expected to release the same number the next day. And then you are talking of the excess. Where is the excess going? So that means they know something. And then now they are saying they are open to forensic audit, which I feel the government should be deliberate about this. You know, several times you will hear the issue of committees being set to really look into the issue of fuel subsidy. And at the end of it, you will hear nothing. Okay, this time around you are saying this is what you want to do. Because this issue of fuel subsidy, Nigerians cannot, even now that we are buying fuel at 200, how many people, how many Nigerians can even afford full tank? With this present situation, already the economy is going down. We are not even certain whether, right now we don't know whether we are in what do they call it? Recession. That is just the truth. That's just the truth. Because if you look at it, salaries are not being increased. Some are being owed 6 months salary, you know, in some states. Commodities out there, very expensive.
Some are being retrenched. Some
dollar is
jobless.
high. You understand? We can't go. We can't go this way. We can't go this way.
This instead of so many other oil producing companies are smiling to the bank while we are there. We are still borrowing from other countries just to set up all these things. And then a report said the huge oil, because of the recent huge oil theft in the country, the government was able to deal with the menace, according to them. And it was revealed that between April and August 2022, government deactivated 199 illegal refineries and arrested 122 persons, and $35.8 million worth of crude oil was either recovered or was destroyed. This is what the government is saying they have done in this recent time. That's from April to August. But just like you said, I think these things should not even come up in the first place if the right things are being done. Because if you look at the issue of petrol in this country, this is our major source of revenue. And then why is it being taken with so much laxity? Like, people are not on top of the matter. Like, the federal government should be up and about it. Like, real security outfits should be in place to check all these things of this oil theft. And I don't really see the need of all these things even coming up if the right things have been done in the first place. Because when you look at it, if we use this oil well, and then it's being exported and whatever it is, the process of it, I think we'll not even have issues of borrowing, because this borrowing issue is not funny. You know, some people would joke about it and say one day we'll just sit down and they'll come and pack all of us because Nigeria has borrowed from every other country, so they can't pay back, and then we'll be the ones to pay them back because they will take us for slavery. Sometimes we joke about it, but it's not funny. When you look at the real, the detrimental part of this borrowing, you see that there are real issues on the line. And then we just need the right things to be done. The issue of oil theft should not even come to play in Nigeria, because, like we've said, the oil is our main source of revenue. The right things need to be put in place so that all these things will stop happening. And then if they need more security outfits in those areas, I think that should be done.
So you see, the deficit, that's the question. To who? Imagine the 6 trillion judiciously used, you know, in infrastructure. Definitely you will see the massive transformation there. You know, but just few people are benefiting, and then the law is not taking its course. I don't think that's the right way to go. We should think, because we can't be opening all this document and then we have experts there, some that are very good, you know, in analyzing some of these things, and then they are analyzing and then they are laughing at you. And then we have brilliant people. See, during this brilliant question, not
if
out the country, and then they are using it to enrich themselves. That is not acceptable, because if we say we really want this country to be at the top there to compete with other countries, you know, I don't think that's the right way to go. But we can achieve that until me and you do the right thing. And we shouldn't stop talking. We should keep talking. You know, any area that we feel is pinching us, let's voice out. When your small area, your small community, in your immediate environment, do the right thing. Thank you for staying tuned with us. We have other programs that will come after this, so